Because look, in theory, Jug is good against Luna, right? Like better carry right now. So I'm that's why I'm surprised. Like I always think and I see this and I go, is that a bird wyvern? I wouldn't look at it in the game, but I just feel like the Jug must be really trash if he can't beat the Luna at all. You know, if supposedly a good something to struggle against.
Yeah, I think, you know, Luna to me is a much better matchup and a much more like stable hero in some regards, but maybe they just didn't have success with Spectre and they're trying new things. Okay, which, you know, is always nice to see.
What? Just look at this for a second. What is this wyvern bird? I've never seen this before. They gave wyvern a beak.
That's nice.
Oh, ugh. That's kind of upsetting, actually.
That is kind of upsetting.
Is this new? What is the set? Is this from the companion?
They just made him into a bird. We already have Phoenix. This is just Ice Phoenix now.
Oh,
they found 33, so it's a really good start for PuckChamp. They get this kill. They're gonna get this Juggernaut most likely. No. Actually,
that's still.
Nice job, actually. Hard to get the last hit there. And obviously, the first blood should always get through the...
He does attack from the low ground, doesn't miss, so that's a good omen for PuckChamp this game.
30 seconds to battle.
Alright, so... Yeah, I mean, this is, I guess, like, the good part about Jug, and especially the Wyvern. They have a lot of kill potential in lane, which is usually something teams kind of stop drafting for, at least in general. It doesn't feel like that's really something that people care too much about. But I think because the way they play Brewmaster, right? They want to rush that Midas, they want to be Omega greedy. Yep. I think this might be good, because I do feel like 33 was not punished at all for the way he played the 2 Midas Brew games that I watched from him.
That is true. I mean, it's tough to punish him unless you have a specifically really fast carry, and I feel like those carries are gone. Like, I would really like to see Lone Druid and Lycan back into the meta to punish these kind of plays, right? But it's not just with Brewmaster. Since you're an SCA fan, I know you'll agree with me. If you watched the TPC Season 2, you actually saw Beast Coast, for example, playing some really greedy versions of offlaners. Mag on Whisper, or Timber on Whisper, like farming. Straight up farming for assault. And unless you picked up a... Like, unless it was Lesh or something, that rarely got punished. Because the lack of these really pushing carries, or early game carries we used to call them, makes it much more viable to pick these heroes and just be greedy on them. I don't think the mid lane can be super greedy. I do think that the offlaner can be very greedy.
I think I agree. But I'm also surprised that...
That's the thought I saw.
Okay, yeah. I'm surprised they send the Wyvern top instead of keeping him bottom here. I don't really see why Lion would be... I mean, they're both good, but I think there's more damage coming from the Wyvern cube. But they do decide to do that. Alright, so what do you think is going to be our first blood lane? I know that Brewmaster died, but that doesn't count. Yeah. What do you think is gonna get the first kill?
Yeah, the kills before the horn don't count. I mean, I can't imagine mid will get any kills, right? Well, actually, it could be the kill on D.
Maybe.
If Marna rotates, right? Yeah.
Yes.
DK should never die, ever. Honestly, wherever Marana goes, I think that's where the kill is going to happen. Whatever arrow hits, I think will be the kill.
Deny.
That's
I agree. Well, I do like the way that they can use the Marana here. I think that's kind of similar to what SG does, in the sense that it's not really about the not necessarily always about the kills and the stun that Marana can provide with the offlaner, but just like hitting couriers and controlling the large camp. Usually you have to block that camp, and that means spending sentries that the position 5 will probably also counter. But if you just kill the creeps before there's any pulls, that's gold for you, and that's a camp that gets denied. So
yep.
I like that aspect of the hero. I think some teams don't really use it that well.
Yeah. I mean, Staking is a veteran Rana player, right? There's a reason why he emigrated all the way to Western Europe. The man gets scouted, my friend. I've always been a very big fan of snaking, to be honest. I mean, I don't think North America has particularly weak teams, and don't get me wrong, and I think North America has a strong scene, but it's hard if you're not in one of the top 2-3 teams to find a team of your caliber sometimes. Yeah. And there's a lot of players that seem to just get left behind. I feel like snaking I found a better home in Tundra. I'm really happy to see him succeed, honestly.
I totally agree. I think in general, he's probably one of the best players I think the Dota scene still has that are like underrated. You know, I don't think there's a lot of players that, like 33 for instance, he didn't win very big tournaments, but I don't think he is underrated anymore. Like everyone knows he's the best. I still feel like Snaking isn't as highly regarded as someone like 33, and I think Tundra will allow him to eventually get there. Because he's
now
really,
he's
really good.
more rated, but I would agree with you. I still think he's underrated. Maybe because he's a North American.
Yeah, like the casters know that he's good, but like I don't see like lots of fans like, oh, Snaking is my favorite player, which is it's a shame I think because he's insanely good.
From what I've met him as well, he seems like a relatively reserved person. Not. I'd have to interview him.
Doesn't share his life too much.
I mean, I wouldn't say that necessarily. It's more like he's just. I wouldn't even say shy. He's a Dota player. You know, he's a typical Dota player. He doesn't make a big deal out of things. He doesn't go and be a big flame toxic person. Doesn't make massive bets or anything. He seems like he's a very chill guy, to be honest. I think those don't always call your attention. It's only when they make big plays, right? Because they don't have a big mouth. That's the best way to put it.
True. How's this bottom lane going here? Even after the kill on the blue master, it was actually 19-5 versus 12 on Village. So it's actually very impressive. I don't feel like this jug pick is maybe doing what we anticipated, which was like dominate the lane through the brew. He only died that one time.
Yep, that's true. Really cursed the Bruce. Kid on the top lane though, he's going to die. He's got speared and killed. DNZ couldn't come in time with the Aphotic Shield. Melis is coming down bottom. Splinter Blast hits. They want the God's Rebuke. Melis saw the Fairy Fire, but he still wants to go for this. He's committing for this. The tower's hitting him. DNZ has the one last Aphotic Shield. He's going to fight back. Going for Astral instead. Low on HP. Astral needs to get away from the tower, but uses the Cold Embrace to save himself. And look at that, DNZ, very smart, saving the silence in the last second. No, he can't move from here. And now Astral might have been enough more than he could chew. And he's going to die here to DNZ. Well done.
You baited his support so hard there.
Yeah,
he didn't have to die, yeah, man.
I mean,
okay.
I think once you saw that Fairy Fire, that was the sign to retreat. But
yes.
It's that kind of weakness that, like, not weakness for Melis. I feel like Melis will think at that moment, oh, am I gonna let him get away with this? Just a Fairy Fire, he's fine? So I think in his mind, it's like, you're already dead. How dare you?
Yeah, I think, he was like Humana because he had the cooldown for the spear, but when he used the God's Rebuke, he was way out of mana. Good rotation middle here, trying to use the Catapult Wave, but it looks like they're going to reach to the bottle, so that should be okay. Oh, this is a huge 6 versus 6 battle for the rune.
Yeah.
Maybe it's bottom.
Yes, Desperate.
Oh, yeah.
Stuck with the arrow. Desperate might die here. Light Strike Array actually stuns 2. Gets Snaking? No. Not enough. Snaking out a Fairy Fire and the Infused Raindrops, which will save his life. Sorry, Magic Guard. And Lina unfortunately will die there. Good rotations overall from Tundra. At least Ducalis is capable of getting away, but 9 is still chasing after him. So is Snaking. They just need a Dragon Tail setup. Ducalis do not get stunned. Ducalis one stun means the arrow. Oh, it's not up to him any longer. The arrow will hit, so will the Breathe Fire. And 2 points of Breathe Fire is enough to bring down the Lion.
Okay. Huge rotation. Jumping phase off. This could be it. Okay, they actually don't get the other side.
And Snaking might... You know what's interesting is you've talked so big about 3-3's build on Helm of the Dominator Brew and how he's so great, and I haven't seen him build it a single time, Bowie. I was so excited.
I think he just got... Yeah, man, it was really cool. I don't know what happened. Maybe, you know, after losing to OG, he thought it was not that good. I actually think it was pretty nice, but it's just like it's a really specific build because he would just mess with Creep Equilibrium a lot. It would like enable his team, but it wouldn't enable him. So maybe they, I don't know, with Alfada, or they changed the way that they want to play. He's not doing it anymore. But it was really entertaining. Like he would drag like 3 waves of creeps, just like then send them to his carry. There was a lot of things he would do with it.
Talk about him though. First play, there's the Blade Fury on top of that, 33. And trying to be that Drunken Brawler, but that's not going to save him from the Juggernaut. In fact, it'll be Ducalis who gets the kill because Krillak misses the last hit, but that's perfectly okay. So what we can see here is, I don't know, maybe my theory is that 33, it's like once you get used to a certain lifestyle, you can't really go back, right? And he's got to get used to the Midas lifestyle. He likes having items, and now maybe Helm is not enough for him. He's become one of those greedy.
Financial security is very tempting, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
It's very addicting, right? Once you get financial security, it's harder to go and take big risks.
Yes.
That's why Bowie decided to become a caster before he ever had a job. that's the way. Nellis, nice. Dragon Tail, and that's a good golden brace. That should save him. In fact, they might go for a counter kill on DNZ. Still no level 6. They have a spear as well in the second, but they gotta hit it with the tree. They will. DNZ, last bit of Arctic Burn, but there's no debuff applied, and Mellis is running into the trees. Mellis went a bit too far forward. He's still level 5, does not have the Arena of Blood. The Splint of Blast will hit DNZ. That's not enough damage. Dragon Tail punishing Mellis, and they're gonna get another kill on Mellis. Tundra taking even more out of the PogChamp.
Very interesting rotation. You usually actually see the mid rotating to the off lane instead of the lane, but there was so much damage done in PogChamp's safe lane tower. It's actually incredible. I was not watching this. I don't know how 33 did so much damage, but yeah, I think he's gonna take the tower anyways. That's why he went top. Jug is even forced to spin TP out of bottom.
Okay. I mean, that rotation was... I think PogChamp was trying a little bit too hard with the top lane, if that can be said, right? I don't think that Mellis needs to play this aggressively. I can see the pressure, because I feel like you have a Jug carry who's going Battle Fury, so someone needs to create space. And Lina can't right now, because he also went for travels, but...
Radiant's bottom tower
Tundra can smell this desperation, and they're punishing it.
So desperate, though. Why is this TP? What's going on? Is this a bait?
Radiant's bottom
already
tower
down.
has fallen.
I don't think they can get any kills.
Desperate, he's trying. Snaking, look at that nice leap. By the way, we have a really big fan in the chat of Snaking, so shout out to him. He values the true player. Top 100 in Mortal. I didn't know this. He's top 100 in Mortal in the EU West with 100 ping. That's very impressive, actually. I forget that Snaking still plays or lives in North America.
What I was saying. But yeah, I actually didn't agree with you when you said that PogChamp was desperate, but then I saw that Lina TP bottom, and now I agree. I think that was completely unnecessary.
Yeah. And
they're even going to lose the Wyvern bottom. Level 3 Wyvern, by the way.
Yeah, I'm going to lose her indeed. I thought the TP was going to complete, but you got 2 crits. And look at this build by 3-3, maxing crits. It's the, I picked Brew into Juggernaut, let me play him like Slardar, and you just absolutely dominate him with physical damage.
Yeah, I had this very brief period of time that I tried to learn Brew top lane.
DNZ, you will die.
So yeah, when I was in my road to 7k, I played a lot of Enigma. I was like learning lots of offlane heroes, and I learned Viper, I learned Enigma, and then I wanted to learn Brew. But Brew was a hero that was like not played at all 3 or 4 months ago, and I was like, sure, let's try it out. And this build is really cool, but I just gave up because Brew is so hard. Yes, the crypto. Like usually go against anti-mages. Like there's tons of heroes that usually you want to just trade against like that because you get actually one meter and it allows you to disengage from the spin of Juggernaut when you max the
You know, it's interesting because for a while when Brew was considered probably the worst offlaner in Dota, this was the only build they could run with him. The crit build that was actually useful. With the talents for attack speed and vertical blood or critical strike damage. They cut the Lina up top, by the way. Really well played and easy for them. Nice little arrow by snaking. Krillak will be able to at least TP back home. They have cycled the Lion, though. They will win back with Master Spell. And Ducalis is also going to die. Tundra taking them 2 easy kills, honestly. And this early game just seems completely theirs. I think this is mostly Dragon Knight though. Like, the Dragon Tail just does so much, and these kills are so easy to set up on. They don't even need too much damage. Breathe Fire is half of Lion's HP at this point. Actually, not true. It's a third. I'm sorry.
Also, there's a blink. Oh, beautiful. They actually wait to blink for 9.
He doesn't have TP either. They hit the arrow on top of that. He can Blade Fury still, but there's no TP on top of this. So Krillaz is going to die to the physical damage. Winter's Curse coming, but it's a bit too late. Not going to save him. Mellis hits the Arena of Blood. 3-3 could be in trouble. 3-3 low on HP. No problem. Split. 3-3 will fall in return. And in fact, the counter initiation is here. DNC activating the borrowed time, hit by the Earth Spike. He's been stunned for a second, now hexed. His borrowed time is over. DNZ, what you gonna do? Apparently just die. But setting up for the counter initiation, when a Cold Embrace gets hit by 4 Lucent Beams, now a 5th one. That's gonna be desperate, dying. And 9 is gonna try further, hoping to go for the line. On top of this, Blunt Dagger's up in 3 seconds. Ducalis, he tries to line up the Earth Spike, but unfortunately he's still on cooldown. Has the Finger of Death, but no targets to use it on. Tundra will be able to take at least one more kill, and 2 times in a row, pretty much, that Lina dies with an extra kill on Juggernaut, and they want the Wyvern. Dragon on dragon fighting, though he looks like a bird now. He is gonna die like a noble Wyvern.
Wow. Yeah, that was really impressive by 9. He goes top, he keeps middle, waits the blink, kills the Jug. It was almost a good fight. The Winter's Curse was half a second too late, I think. But as I said, Tundra is dominating. They take the mid tower. They have the Luna skating really hard. They have a Brewmaster with a Midas. I don't think you can ask for much more. And also interesting, he went for the Vessel, even though he's going to right the go. Pretty cool. I think there's a lot of value in Vessel against Wyvern. And he didn't work. And I mean, this Juggernaut, he is literally the reason. You can see why Jug is not picked. You have to rush this Battle Fury, and this is just not optimal. You don't farm nearly as fast until you have it, and because at this level, you're pretty much forced to make moves or are gonna like actually beat his way to your team. When he goes for moves, he just dies because his hero isn't really that good without Battle Fury. And you're not farming fast anyways when you get back at it. So look at the difference between the Luna and the Jug. Insane.
Because Luna just comes in naturally. She just needs levels for this, right? Whereas he was provided for it.
She was born for this.
Yeah, Luna is quite literally born. Some people are just not born with the same privileges as others, and Juggernaut is definitely at the bottom of the ladder right now.
Okay.
Smoke
on my shadow.
Ducalis does have a good hex at least. He sets behind. Ducalis is ready to die for his teammates, or perhaps he's trying to counter initiate. First, they go for staking. 9 does stun his dragon partner. 9 tries to kill off Ducalis. Ducalis lives, and now with the arena blood. They're gonna go for 9. This counter initiation is working well as 9 low on HP. They caught him with the Earth. DNZ does have the borrowed time. He's trying to silence Ducalis. DNZ though will fall, and that's gonna be yet another kill for PugChamp. That is an outplay. That is a really, really good bait. On point to PugChamp.
Yeah, they played the tree line really well, even though it's nighttime. So Tundra, they're like, we have so much vision. There's no way there's anyone here. Let's dive this lion. But really nicely done by the Mars. Super patient on the Winter's Curse as well. That's good. This is gonna buy time for this Jug, because he needs I don't know, 10 minutes. He's gonna finish the Battle Fury now, and then he's gonna need Sanjin Yasha probably. He's gonna need bags.
I mean, honestly, PugChamp, sometimes I think when their back is against the wall, particularly when they feel a bit outdrafted, they just play a bit better. And all of a sudden, they're just ready. They've been taking some really good engagements, some awesome baits here, and they've been forcing Tundra back. And with this, Lina's gotten a bit more on top. Jug is actually farming decently, and Melis, with a terrible early game, is still finding utility, only with a Blink Dagger.
Regeneration.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Dragon Knight is building up the BKB to make sure that this doesn't happen again, as we get a BKB also on. Is this going to be the next power spike here for Tundra? Just wait for the double BKB and try to force fights afterwards? Before the Jug gets online? We'll see.
Alright, so Battle Fury finally done. The Jug going for the Sanjin Yasha we talked about.
How long does it take him to get online?
I think 10 minutes. I really feel like Sanjin Yasha is the bare minimum. Oh, middle.
Oh, that was a good leak. Made the spear. By the spear as well. Or sorry, by the arrow, which is humongous and as big as Mars' spear.
Oh, they want the line.
And Duval will try to TP from this. Can he succeed? He will. Because interestingly enough, they didn't see him behind that tree. They couldn't lose him even in time, nor Dragon Tail either.
Okay, we're gonna take control of the PugChamp triangle, which is definitely the right play over here. Yeah, they're gonna choke PugChamp. They might eventually Roche. Oh, they actually gave up on the Vassar's lane right now. I actually prefer this. I think they're playing from behind. The 33, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like it, right? Vessel's useful this game, but I don't think it's as necessary as just getting the axe. I often feel like Urn on Brewmaster is just, oh, what's an item that gives me mana regen that I can do something with early? Let's go. Let's go for the Urn.
It's literally that. You know, it gives a little bit of armor for its trade, but it is pretty much the mana regen.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Things gonna come out of this. So Luna gets the Manta Dragon Lance and now BKB, so that's gonna be probably their timing to think about broaching, think about tier 2s. Oh, good ball under them as well. Beautiful.
You know, the growth ball is gonna help a lot.
So Luna is joining that smoke.
I mean, they're going for, this is the Hail Mary smoke of, I think they're in their jungle, is trying to catch him, whereas Tundra is more of a choking smoke, where you have enough map control to determine that they're either jungle or in the triangle. Unfortunately, they did not expect this. Now they realize where the enemy team is, and Tundra will just take over the jungle instead, which is okay. Ultimately, the movements are the same, but because of the situations of the match, it's a bit different what they're trying to accomplish here.
Yeah. I think that's actually almost better for PUBG because the lane is pushed, so they do have more pressure on the tier 2 here.
And they can take over the jungle. This is also the better jungle. The Radiant jungle is harder to defend. So if they go and initiate here, because there's less choke points and there's it closer together, you can actually, and better warding spots as well. You can actually try to fight in dire jungle and get a bit of an advantage there.
Yeah. They do, I mean, they're actually taking the tier 2. Somehow PUBG actually got themselves in a pretty good situation.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's very rare to see tier 2 top falling before tier 1 mid, but because the glyph's not gonna reset, it's actually really good for them.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Alright, put you back.
Dire's top tower
I actually really like this. It's feeling a little dire for them.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Salamene smiles upon me.
What happened?
I just love their Luna taunt. There's the roar taunt and the wow, which is just. I used to.
Clowny, but it's fun.
For a long time, I didn't know this was in the game, and I used to think that I just lived next to a cat. You know, there's like a ghost cat, and he would start meowing at like 4 a.m. And I was very confused as to what this was.
Yeah, no, it took me a while too. It is.
Look at this.
She has 2 taunts, right?
Yeah, it's just the taunt. Well, it's the combination of the taunt and the mount, right? Has to be a very specific amount that makes them meow. Not all mounts make the same sound. Yeah, and that's what's interesting. Okay. Actually, they added the sound for different taunt for different mounts. No, no. Tail Consumer. Hold Embrace. Do they have any more? They commit the Eclipse. The Lucent Beam on top of that. Unfortunately, Cold Embrace is not good enough. They don't have Holy Locket this game, and they've actually only put 1 point in Cold Embrace. As 3-3 will also snipe Ducalis in the top lane.
He actually ulted just for the line. It does have extra.
Honestly, now you can't defend Roche, right? Because line's a big initiation from Mars.
Yeah. Who's huge actually, dude? They got these 2 big kills. They're gonna rush for free. And, you know, with Jug being dead, it's falling further and further behind.
An easy shot.
Yeah, this is not looking really good for PUBG right now. They do have the BKB on the Lina, so she can fight slightly better. But the combination of Rana, Moonlight Shadow, and the Blink on DK, like, I fear that Desperate can die even though he has the BKB. It's a really rough spot to be in. We might find a courier here. Hello.
Dire's courier has been killed. Vanish. Dire's bottom tower is under
Radiant
attack.
3-3. Well split. Coming Ducalis. Nice Hex. And can he get the Earthspike off as well? Does this turn into a kill? Can they do it? Okay, with the Omnisense, they commit everything for the Brew. And we're gonna get some fried Brewmaster. Nice job, PUBG.
Spear in Laguna and on his ledge for kill.
Yeah, but honestly, I think at this point you have to get what you can, right? Like, honestly,
yeah.
I like Tundra. I think they're winning still, but when I'm going for bug jab is just get whatever you can at this point. Make sure Jug comes online. Because you said it, it takes like 10 more minutes for Jug to have a game. I want to get to that point at least. Afterwards, who cares? But I want to get to that point where Krillite can actually fight toe-to-toe, and we can see the power of a Jug.
Yeah, no, that's totally true, because they have ages inside of Tundra, so you don't want to take 5 versus 5 fights. So when you can take those, 4 versus 1s, you're totally okay with spamming all your spells, because ideally you're only, or maybe not ideally, but probably you're only gonna fight after 3 minutes of Aegis duration.
Exactly, you're super desperate. You're just trying to make sure that they can't just take you over right now.
Yeah.
Tundra, on the other hand, I wouldn't say they're desperate, but they're definitely keen on trying to choke you to death, knowing that they're just much stronger than you right now, because Luna can fight and your Jug can't.
Yeah, I'm not sure they'll go high ground on Tundra, but they will probably take all tier 2s if they are left unchecked. No, looks like they're going high ground. Okay, BKB on Luna, feeling very, very powerful. This could be a mistake, but let's see if Tundra can pull it off.
Fine Astral. There. Build them up. Skitter.
No, this is not a mistake anymore.
After you took that Astral, I think it's pretty good. And they're just gonna try, right? They're just trying to see if this works, and they're gonna force their team back. And if they try to fight this, honestly, you have some really good counter initiation, so you're fine. Double combo splits ready. Champ, this is honestly one of the deciding fights for you. If you don't manage to at least save, well, no, to at least be okay in this fight, this will be over for you. They catch the Luna, that's pretty good. She still has the Aegis though, and is able to depart a shield. Lana's trying to use his BKB to survive this, but Tukalas might be the victim in the end. As 3-3 is just chasing after him, they got him. They got Tukalas, trying to at least get rid of Skitter's first life, but instead it might be Deathblade who falls. Krilla trying to spin away. He will succeed, but it's still Tundra taking over the racks and also getting 2 buybacks out of the enemy. Huge win for Tundra. Melis going aggressive and for the spear on Skitter, but Skitter will live, still keeping his Aegis in possession.
They will maybe just take the Brood Death, keep taking tier 2s, but they know there's no Finger, no Laguna, no Woman Slash, and they go high ground anyways. Nicely executed by them. It pays off a lot. Are you laughing because of the taunt again?
Yes, dude, I'm sorry. The cat. I just read someone that was saying, I thought that was an actual cat. I feel you, my dude. I'm telling you, it's happened to me for months. Okay, Bowie, that's just something you have to accept. Whenever it's Luna meta, so we get to laugh at the cute kitty taunt. I like it better than the boar one who goes, I don't like that one.
True. No, that's way too serious. This one's better.
Yeah, Dota is not a game for, I mean, there's already kills, blood, and murder in the game. I think a cute kitty can help.
Yep.
Alright.
Does Lina have a taunt?
I'm actually not sure. I don't think so. I don't know. To be honest, I've been playing for so long, I forget to equip taunts, you know. After like a 12-hour casting day, I don't care about how my heroes look anymore. I just want to get 1 game in before I go to bed.
Nah, I feel you. It's so hard to play Dota and cast. I feel like I get so tired that I don't have fun when I'm playing after I cast. Cause...
And people think because you cast a lot, you get tired of Dota. Me personally, when I cast and I watch good Dota, I want to play more. You know, I have this urge to try out the strategies I saw today.
No, I totally get that, but at the same time, I feel so tired. It's not that I get tired of Dota, but I get tired in general because I'm an old man.
Exactly, me too. You're not an old man, but yes, I get you. Like, for example, this game, I'm getting the urge of not playing Juggernaut. Picking anything but Juggernaut, that's what I'm getting the urge for. Well, let's go. Dragon Tail. Force Staff. They figured out the way, Bowie. They know how to stop this combo. Unfortunately, the Rax can't be Force Staffed, and nobody can help him from the Wrath of Luna, from the 3 kitties.
Maybe you should be able to force that for barracks, you know?
Move him like before. Did you ever play Chrono, the fountain, and you can move it with that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I remember.
That was a bug, and you can like move it forward and use your fountain to defend. Those were the times.
I mean, you can bloodlust your throne, you know? Why not force that for throne?
I agree.
Doesn't make sense.
We need a new hero called the Constructor, and all he can do is rebuild barracks. He can move the... all his abilities relate to building. That would help.
That would be really cool. It'd probably be broken or totally useless, but it's still really fun.
Right, like techies, right? He could be our new techies.
Yes.
Alright, Melis.
But probably a less annoying one, right? Because it's about building stuff. It's not really about exploding other players.
but we just hate techies, okay? Anything for you would be better than techies. And it's okay, but I just have to tell you that you're biased against techies.
Now, what the fuck did you hate Pudge? Pudge is like, he is the embodiment of Dota. Ever since Dota was Dota, Pudge was there. Alright? How dare you complain about Pudge when he's like a foundation of Dota 2? He's an institution. Tech is just like 3 annoying dudes.
I'm gonna snipe all your rank kids and I pick Pudge 5 in every single one of them, my dude. Just you wait, Bowie. I have you on my friends list now. You won't be.
You're gonna have to wait for me to move to Malaysia, man, or else I'm not sure.
Q 300 ping Pudge in South America.
Oh god.
Alright,
I have to start playing. I have to start playing US West now, or some more random server.
I will follow wherever you go, Bowie. I'll follow you to South Africa servers if I need to. Right now it seems like Thunder is in a really comfortable position, so I want to ask you, besides obviously delaying the game, what is it that PUBG can do? Obviously cutting lanes and stuff is easy, but what is it with power that they can do to make this game go their way?
I mean, they have to take a fight, ideally outside of their base, because it's Luna. It's just the nature of the hero. If you wait for your to fight in your base, usually even if you win, they're already gonna lose your buildings. They don't have agents anymore, so I think that's prime time for PUBG. It's a 10k goal lead, which actually, it's a lot, but at 30 minutes, it's doable. They just need a really good fight. Ideally after 30 minutes, actually, because it's nighttime and so Luna really shines right now. I think it would really help them to wait a minute or so.
Yeah. Alright, and then afterwards you start to go.
Yeah, I mean Rogue's about to spawn, so they can even get lucky, win a fight with Rogue spawning, and then you actually start getting a chance.
Now they win a fight, they make the perfect play, and all of a sudden Rogue spawns in 2 minutes.
I mean, that happens a lot, but
I know.
When you're this far behind, there's a lot of things outside of your control, unfortunately.
That's true, that's true.
They do have the Axon Jug, they have Enchanted Quiver, so there's some potential for burst damage there.
Alright, 2 minutes. Plus 150 seconds. That's true, actually. The Enchanted Quiver is huge on Juggernaut. Once you get Swift Slash. It's very similar to the idea behind the Swift Blink and the Swift Slash, right?
Yeah.
That mid one used to do. Oh no, he revealed it.
Oh no. Yeah, this is...
Yeah, that was... Okay. I mean, I guess the Swift Slash
I guess they knew.
Yeah.
But now they revealed you're there, so I think taking this fight can be a little harder. But I like that you waited for daytime. This is definitely the better chance they have.
Okay. I mean, they have a line now to follow up. Double kill. They stop the Wizard Fire. 9 levels killer. Melis comes in and they do get the kill on Skinner. This is working. 9 also in trouble. They hit him with a Swift Slash for now. Having just used the Omni on the Luna. Ducalis did die in the backline. Another Swift Slash for 3-3 Pandas, but he's getting away with a Storm Panda, and he should be able to Primal Split cancel regardless. So 3-3 is gonna be fine. But Puck Jump, that's a huge kill on the Luna. That's major, honestly.
It's really good. If they were just slightly more lucky with the Roche timer, they would be Roche right now. Unfortunately, they're gonna have to take another fight. Let's see. I think ideally what they want to do right now is push their lanes really hard so that Tundra can't respawn the Luna and instantly Roche, and that will buy time for Omni Slash, Finger of Death, all those spells to be back up.
Krillot. Oh, okay, this is dangerous. Unless they actually stop the key. Never mind, they force it on this. That's gonna be the Primal Split. Usually not enough damage at this point in the game unless the Black Dragon comes by. 9, the Heaven's Halberd to save Melis, and Krillot's chasing after 9. 9's had the cover scary, but Melis is really close to death. The Pandas are gonna bring him down in the end, and with a Dragon Tail, they also put Krillot in a precarious position. Swift Slash for snaking, lacking this. DNZ,
does no damage.
More time, they do stun him. The Glimmer Cape will save him for now, and DNZ wants to continue fighting this. That's 3-3. They're aiming for this. They found the Lina. Jug will play Fury TP, but she is going to die. Tundra. Honestly, they just kited them there. Was that kind of easy for them?
Yeah, I think PUBG they got way too easy. Like, yes, Luna is dead, but when they realized Rogue was not up, I really feel like they should have just pushed lanes because their line was dead and they didn't have only left. They were lacking lots of damage. So even though Luna is dead, like everyone, they have 8 on this. Double Groove Master's Play on 33. It's impossible to kill most of their heroes.
On top of that, I'd say that like when you kill the carry, the goal here for PogChamp is to get a quick another kill, right? Kill a support quickly or win a small team fight, whatever. And you don't even care if it's like a 5-man wipe. You just want to win something quick and retreat. But I think with a Brewmaster, that's honestly impossible.
Radiant's
He's the
top
master
tower
of the
is under
Brew
attack.
Abba Murana. It's
yeah, exactly.
really hard.
No, it's impossible. You don't get a quick kill with these heroes. It's just impossible. And then Dragon Knight is unkillable at this point.
Allies disappear.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, this is the worst thing that could happen because they don't have enough for 40, which is mega fat.
Now you're struggling. Lucalis hit by the arrow. Lucalis might just die. I got him with a Break Fire. And he's vital to your lineup. Without Lucalis, you can't get those initiations like they did on the Luna earlier. I don't know if you can just let this lane of Rax fall though. I mean,
I don't think they have any other choice. Yeah.
wow. That's a very anticlimactic finish, but you had nothing else to do.
Radiant's middle
I mean,
tower is under attack.
we talked about it. I would think Juggernaut was the pick.